Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am engineer Muhammad Qasim Shanwari, and in these video tutorials I will guide you about Primavera Project Planner. In these tutorials I am using Primavera Project Planner version 3. So let's start its first tutorial. The first question is how to access Primavera. After installing Primavera, go to Start, Programs, Primavera and Primavera Project Planner. Click over it. It is the main window of Primavera Project Planner. Now let's add a new project. There are many ways to add a new project. First of all, press on this new icon or go to File and click on New, or simply type Ctrl+N. Let me click over the new icon. Okay, add a new project dialog box appears. We have to start a project, so let me assume the project name is Home. Let me change it to House. Remember that the maximum characters in project name you can enter are 4, not more than 4. Its version is 1 and project title is Construction of a House. Let the company name is SGA Group of Contractors. The planning unit is day, but for mechanical engineers it's R, as we are doing a project of civil engineering, so let me modify it today. Work days per week are 6 and week start on Monday. Project start date is okay. A calendar is opened. Remember that these two double arrows are used to change the year, while these two single arrows are used to change the month. So let me choose 1st July 2008. Click on OK, and the project must be finished by February 2010. 28th February 2010. Decimal places are 2. It's okay. Now click on Add. So a new window is opened. You can see that all these menus, these are known as main menus, are disabled. To enable these menus, press the escape key of your keyboard. Now we are going to add the activity ID codes. So go to Data and click on Activity Codes. There, click on Activity IDs. To enter the codes, click on plus icon and type face. Here again, the maximum number of characters you can enter are 4. Press enter. Keep length 1. Highlight the description and type the complete spelling of face. Again press enter or click on check. Okay, the number you enter in the length column will be equal to the number of characters you are going to add in the values. As it is here in this case we have entered 1, so here the maximum character in the values column will be 1. So click over it. Save structure edits, yes. Now the first is D, press enter, and its description will be design phase. Again press enter, and its order will be 1, means it's on top priority. Next value is C, press enter, click on the right arrow of your keyboard and type description of C, which is construction phase. Again press enter, and its order will be 2nd. Now the third value will be F, which stands for finishing phase. Press enter, and it will be on 3rd priority. Now click on activity codes. Activity codes, let me highlight the last one and delete them one by one. You can delete by click on this minus icon or just by pressing the delete key of your keyboard. Leave the responsibility, as we have to add the values of it. So responsibility, and change its length to 2. Remember that less the number of characters in the values, in name, in length, in description, the more efficient Primavera will work. Click on add, save structure edits, yes. So the first responsibility is of owner. Press enter, press the right arrow of your keyboard, and then type the description owner. Again press enter, and its order will be 1st. Second is architectural, AR, enter, and its description is architect. It will have 2nd priority. The third is contractor. And it will be on 3rd priority. Now close it, and this data will be automatically saved. You can confirm. You can see that all the data is saved. It's nice. Now let me save the project. There are 2 ways of saving. Either you can press the save layout icon or press Ctrl S of your keyboard. Let me give it title as Shanwari. Click on save. So this activity is now saved. One thing you must remember, that unlike other Microsoft projects, this software has no undo command. You can see in view or edit, there is no undo command, or either if you presses Ctrl Z, it will be of no use. So be aware, if you have done a mistake, there is no way to back, except you have to do your work again. So that's the end of the first tutorial. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner second tutorial. I am engineer Muhammad Qasim Shinwari, and in this tutorial we are going to discuss some a little bit advanced topics. Topics to be covered in this tutorial are how to add activities, how to add activity IDs, how to specify the original duration, and how to assign the type of task for a specific activity. There are many methods to add an activity. The most simple is just to click over this plus icon. Another method is click in this activity description or activity ID area, so you will have a new activity. Let me write the activity ID of the first activity, which is D0001. Either press enter of your keyboard or click on the check icon. Now highlight the activity description and write start. Either press enter of your keyboard or click on the check icon. Now to add the second ID, just click on the plus icon or click anywhere in this area. You see that automatically a new activity ID has been generated, but this time we are not interested in D0011 ID. Let me delete it. You can delete it either by pressing the delete button of your keyboard or click on this minus sign. Yes, so new activity will be D0010. Press enter. Its description is selection of architect. Press enter. Now let's add the third activity by just clicking here. Again you can see that D0020 activity ID is generated, but we don't need it, so delete this activity. Add another one, and its activity code will be D0011. Press enter. Type the activity description as preparation of layout drawings. Press the enter button of your keyboard. Now again click here. So activity ID generated this time is D0021. Type the activity description as finalize layout. Press the enter button of your keyboard or click over the check icon. So in using this way you can add the different activities of your project. The project which we have started, that is the construction of house, has basically 62 different activities. So you can add the other activities. You can find the activities in the companion project planner files. The original duration. The original duration of start is 0 days, and that of selection of architect is 7 days. preparation of layout drawings we have 11 days, and for finalizing layout we have 15 days. In this way we can add the original duration. One can observe easily that more the number of days, more will be the length of this bar. So now let me specify the type of the task for a specific activity. For this case, you should double click on the activity for which you want to specify, and here in the type text box, click on the start milestone, click on OK. Another method is to first highlight the activity, then go to the activity form icon, click over it, and you can select from here, but in this case remain it as task. To hide this activity form, you should click on the activity form icon again. Now I am going to open the project in which I have added all the 62 activities, and I have also specified their tasks and original durations. Here you can see that I have added all the 62 IDs, where in the activity ID, D stands for design phase, C stands for construction phase, and here we have another notation as F, which stands for finishing phase. For the completion, double click and select here finish milestone, and similarly one more is breakdown for construction, double click on it, and here also start milestone, click on the OK. You can also see that the original durations are added for each and every task. So in this tutorial we learned how to add activities, how to specify their original duration, and how to assign the type of task. And this is the end of the second tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner third tutorial. I am Muhammad Qasim Shinwari and I will guide you through this tutorial. So let's start. In this tutorial, the topics we will cover are successors and schedule. How to add successors? Actually, when we have an activity and we have another second activity, if we want to start the second activity after the first activity, then the second activity will be known as the successor of the first. You will understand more when we will do it practically. There are many methods to add the activity successor. One of the easiest method is to highlight the activity and click on activity form. Activity form appears here, click on successors, then click on add icon. The start successor is D0010. Click on check icon, then the selection of architect. For selection of architect I am going to use the another method of adding the successor, that is right click, go to activity detail, and here click on successors. Just highlight the activity ID and add D0011. Press enter. Okay, now close it. The third method of adding the successor is to press the Ctrl J on your keyboard. Again add a successor, and this time we have the successor D0021. Press enter of your keyboard, close it. Now double click, it is also a method, double click on an activity, go to successor, add a new successor D0031 and press the enter key of your keyboard. Click on OK, close it. Now you can use any method. Let me use the right click, activity detail, successors. Okay, its successor will be D0041. Another method, you can use the jump button. Don't close the successor dialog box, just click on the jump and it will jump to the activity which you have defined as successor in the previous case. You can see that in previous case we have activity D0041. Now when I will click on the jump button, it will automatically jump to the D0041 activity. Let's see, D0041, and its successor is C0051. Press enter. Now when I will click on the jump key, it will go to C0051 activity. You see, C0051, and its activity code is C00. Its successor will be C0061. Press enter. Again press jump. So similarly you can add different activity successors. In this you can also add more than one successor for an activity. It all depends on the project manager. He can understand, he can visualize how many activities he can start at a single time. So let me add 3 activities in case of curing of first floor. For example, there are many activities you can see and they are not sorted. Just for instance, and you want to a specific activity, so there are some ways. Press the Ctrl F on your keyboard and find activity dialog box appears. Here you can see, you can click on any activity and its activity ID is displayed. Other method is go to edit, click on find activity. In this case I have to find C0121, sorry, C0211, that is curing of first floor. Double click on it, go to successors and add the first successor C0221, add the second successor C0431, add the third successor C0451. You can see I am just entering the activity IDs and the description is automatically retrieved. Now let me click on OK, and so all the successors are added. Now I am going to schedule it. So for scheduling, either click on the schedule icon or go to tools schedule. You can also access schedule by pressing the F9 key of your keyboard. So schedule, it's the project start date, schedule now, view on screen. Okay, so it's the schedule. If you have not defined the successors, you will have all the activities in this between these two red lines, and it will be said that this activity has no successor, just like an example activity F0601, which is the completion, so it has no successor, and activity D001, which is the start, and it has no predecessors. There was some problem in the last project, so I have made some changes. But one of the changes is that the project name I have changed to Home1. It doesn't matter, but just to differentiate I have done this. So here you can see that the total number of activities are 62, and data date, you can see that the date on which we have provided data is 1st July 2008, while the project start date is also 1st July 2008. We want to finish the project by 28th of February 2010, but you can see that the calculated finish date is 4th May 2011. So we have to start some activities which are possibly to started. We will start them at a single time, so that we might be able to attain the 28th February 2010 finish. Inshallah, in the coming tutorials you will learn how to do so. So let me close it, save changes. You can save it, but here I don't want to save, so click on no. Two topics, we learned how to add the successors, and also we have done the scheduling, and this is the end of the third tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 4 tutorial. I am Muhammad Qasim Shinwari, and in this tutorial we will cover the topic WBS, that is how to define and then how to apply the Wbs codes. WBS stands for Work Breakdown Structure Codes. So let's start. In previous video tutorial we covered to define the successors and then how to schedule, and now we will define some WBS codes. Go to data and there click WBS. Now enter the code 1, and its title will be construction of house. Press enter. Now add the other WBS code 1.1, and its description will be design. Press enter. Now add the third one 1.1.1, and it will be its title will be owner. Actually we are writing the responsibilities order wise. In the construction of house, first of all we have to design it, and in designing, the first responsibility is of the owner and the second responsibility is of architect. And in the design phase, the third responsibility will be of contractor. It's for design phase. Now we will add other phase, that is construction phase. Press enter. In construction phase, let me delete the phase. Press enter. In construction phase we have first responsibility is of owner, first responsibility will be of owner, next will be of architect, and third will be of contractor. Press enter. Similarly, the third phase is of finishing. And in finishing, similarly 1.3.1 will be owner. You can also click on the check icon instead of pressing the enter key. And its title will be architect. And last is contractor. Press enter. So we have defined the Wbs codes and also defined their titles. Click on OK. Now we have to apply these Wbs codes. To apply these codes, we will see the type of activity, either it's lie in design phase, or it's in construction phase, or is in finishing phase. So you can easily detect that the D stands for design phase, C stands for construction phase, and F is for finishing phase. And moreover, we will also define either an activity is the responsibility of the owner, or of the architect, or of the contractor. So let me define some Wbs codes. So double click on start, and here in responsibility text box, click in the responsibility text box and drop down button will be appeared. Click on this drop down button and select here owner. Then from here select in design phase owner. Click on OK. Highlight the second activity. Activate the activity form. It's other way of defining Wbs codes. In the responsibility, select owner and it's also the in design phase it's the responsibility of owner. Click on OK. D0011 it's the responsibility of contractor. Preparation of layout is the responsibility of architect, and it lies in construction phase. So responsibility of architect and lies in construction phase. So in construction the responsibility is of architect. Click on OK. Finalize layout lies in design phase and is the responsibility of the owner. In design phase the responsibility is of the owner. Similarly, preparation of construction drawings lies in the responsibility of architect and is in design phase. Design architect. Click on OK. Design approval from LDA is the responsibility of owner and lies in design phase. Design owner. Click on OK. The selection of construction contractor is the responsibility of owner and lies in the category of construction. So in construction there is subpart owner, so click on it. You can directly type the Wbs code if you remember. The C0061 is the responsibility of owner and it lies in construction owner. For C0071 it's the responsibility of contractor and lies in the construction phase. Contractor lies in the construction phase. Contractor. Click on OK. Click on next. It's also a way. So excavation of foundation C0081 is the responsibility of contractor and lies in the construction phase. In construction, contractor, and here also select contractor. Okay. Similarly, you can define the Wbs codes, the responsibilities of each and every activity. For brickwork of foundation is the responsibility of contractor in the construction phase and responsibility of contractor. Next is, now I will go a little bit fast. Construction contractor and here also contractor. Okay. Next, construction contractor and here also contractor. Next, C0121 construction contractor, construction contractor. Okay, and here also select contractor. Next, here it is duty of construction owner and here select owner. In this way, add the all Wbs codes and responsibilities for each of the activity description. You can see the responsibility and Wbs codes page in the for tutorial folder, companion folder. So we have covered the defining and applying work breakdown structure course in this 4 tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 5th tutorial. I am Muhammad Qasim Shinwari and will guide you throughout this tutorial. So in this tutorial, the topics to be covered are grouping and sorting. How to group the different activities and how to sort the activities so that we can manage it easily. So let's start. In previous tutorial we defined and we applied the Wbs codes. Now it's time to sort these activities. We can see that this project starts from the activity ID C0051, but the first start we have is D001. So we will sort it and we will also make some groups of it. For doing so, go to Format and click on Organize. The Organize dialog box appears. Here click on Add icon. Select Project. You can select font. Let me change it to 24 bold and 24 bold italic. The background will be blue and the text will be written in yellow color. Let me make some another groups. For doing so, either click on Add icon or click here highlight group by and select face. You can also select the order, either it should be in descending or ascending. So in this case, leave it as it is. The font will let me change its font, and its font will be 14 bold I. The next, I think 2 are enough so that you can easily understand. Now click on Organize. Now you can see that it has organized the project into different parts depending upon the phase. First of all, it shows the project. If you have 2 projects in one sheet, so it will distribute it, but in this case we have one project, so you can see the blue color, it has surrounded the first project. That is one project we are having construction of house, and in that the first phase is of design phase, the second is construction phase, and third it will be having the finishing phase. Here again you can see that although in design phase it has sorted automatically, but in construction phase it again starts from C0051, C0061. It's so because we have entered the activity ID from 51. Now to remove it, click on face, either press the delete button of your keyboard or click on minus icon. Now again organize. Now okay, now let me do sorting. Sorting can be done similarly by going to Format, Organize, and here Sort by, Add and sort by early start, and leave it as ascending so that the first activity to be done will be on top, and so on. Click on Organize. Now you can see that it has sorted according to its early start date. that is D001 starts selection of architect and so on. So in this way you can do sorting. Now again go to format, organize. Let me do some grouping. And now I am going to group it with respect to responsibility, and its font will be 14 bold I, just as an example, and it will also sort as early start. We can also sort on multiple bases, like I will choose, for example, in this case as original duration. So first it will sort according to the early start, and after that it will sort according to the original duration. In this case I don't need so I am going to delete the original duration, but you can do this. Now let me click on the Organize Now button. You can see how beautifully it has arranged responsibility wise the different activities. First is first responsibility is of the owner, second responsibility is of the architect, and the third is of contractor. It has also sorted the activities with respect to their initial, or you can say early start date. So in this way you can do sorting and grouping. Two topics are covered in this tutorial. First was how to group the different activities on the basis of different responsibilities, phases, etc. And then we sorted the different activities according to their early start or original duration or whatever you can do. This is the end of the 5th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 6th tutorial. I am Muhammad Qasim Shinwari to guide you about Primavera. In this video tutorial we will learn how to define calendars and how to define the non-working periods, and then we will apply it on all the activities that we have added in the previous video tutorials. So let's start. To define a calendar, go to Data and click on Calendars. Calendar dialog box appeared, it's displayed. So here you should know that we have a global calendar. Any changes we will make in global calendar will be reflected in all the calendars that we will make at any other time. So it is a global calendar, and other calendars are known as local calendars. So it means that global calendar has effect on local calendar, but local calendar has no effect on global calendar. You can see that even in global calendar the Sunday is also not marked as a non-working day, but it is also counted as a working day. But in local calendar it is then marked as non-working day. So let me make some kinds of non-working days in global calendar which are repeated every year. So click on global calendar, go to holidays. Here the first non-working period that we will add is 14th August. Is 14th August 2008. Click on OK, and as it will be repeated each year, so check the repeating checkbox. Another holiday or non-working day you can say is 25th December. 25th December. These are used to change the years, while these two are used to change the months. 25th December. Okay, it will also be repeated each year, so click on repeating. I mean, mark it as check. Next non-working day is 6th September. 6th September. It will also be observed each year, so check the repeating checkbox. So these are the non-working periods we have defined in global calendar. All these will now be reflected in the local calendars. You can see that 14th August, although I have marked it as non-working day in global calendar, but it has reflected in local calendar. So let me change the name of the first calendar as 6 days a week. Here you can change the non-working day. For example, I want to make Friday as the non-working day, so uncheck the Friday and check the Sunday. But in this case we have Sunday as the non-working day or holiday. Click on OK. Now add another calendar. Let the calendar ID is 2 and its title will be 7 days a week. Click on OK. Okay, in 7 days a week we will have no holiday. You can see no holiday. Even Sunday will be counted as the working day. Let me define some of the non-working days in 6 days a week calendar. So click on 6 days a week, go to holidays and click on the add icon. So the first holiday will be Eid al-Fitr holidays from 3rd October 2008 to 6th October 2008. From 3rd October 2008 to 6th October 2008, and it will not be repeated as the Eid holidays changes every year. Now let me define the Eid al-Adha holidays, which will be from 14th December 2008 and it will end on 18th of December 2008, and it will be known as the Hajj and Eid al-Adha holidays. It will also be not repeated because every year these are changed. So let me define other holidays. One of is 5th February, which is observed as Solidarity Day with Kashmiri brethren. 5th February 2008. Okay, and it will be repeated each year. More holidays you can add which depend on your project, but in this specific case we have holidays non-working periods from 7th February to 21st February. From 7th February 2009 and these holidays will end at 21st February 2009 and they will also be not repeated. Click on OK. Okay, so we have defined the holidays in 6 days a week. In 7 days a week, you remember that we have marked as 14th August, 25th December and 6th September as holidays in global calendar. But in 7 days a week, we have no kind of holiday or non-working day. So let me remove the non-working days. First is 14th of August, so change it into working day. 6th of September, I am changing in 2007, so it will not work. Let me change it in 2008. It will be working day. September 2008 working, and also 25th December working. In 2009, 14th August, change it into working day. 6th September, change it into working day, and 25th of December, change it into working day. Our project will end in February 2010, so no need to go forward. Click on close. Now we have to apply this calendar on the activities. One of the easiest methods of applying the calendars on the activities is just to press Ctrl A on your keyboard while one of the activity is highlighted. I am pressing Ctrl A. So all of the activities are selected. Go to activity form and here mark 6 days a week calendar, that is calendar 1. Click on OK. But there are certain activities in which we have no holiday. For example, covering, in which we have no kind of holiday, so its calendar will be 7 days a week. Okay. Similarly, covering of second floor, here we have no holiday, so its calendar will be second calendar. Hide the activity form and go to schedule. Schedule now. Okay, view on screen. Okay. Okay, you can see that our project will end on 19th May 2011. If there is a little bit difference in your project ending date and this tutorial date, so you should not worry, because there might be difference of 1 or 2 months, although it should not be there. But as I am preparing this project, so I have altered this many times, but when you will prepare it continuously, so you will have no problem, inshallah. So don't worry about the calculated date, just make your concept that we have to bring it back to 28th February 2010 by starting certain activities at a single time which are possibly to be started. In coming tutorials you will know about this, how to start. So in this video tutorial we learned how to define the calendars and how to define the non-working periods, as well as we have applied these calendars and non-working periods to the activities. And this is the end of the 6th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Qasim Shinwari, and in this 8th tutorial I am going to teach you about the filter. What is filter? Actually, the filters enables us to select the activities that Primavera 3 displays in the current layout. We specify some activities, and only that activities are then displayed. Other activities are hidden out, and this task and this characteristic of Primavera enhances its use. So let's start. Okay, here we will make two filters. First we will make a filter of activities with, so our first filter will be having face is equal to construction, responsibility of owner, and early start date falling in next 3 months. So let's define it. To apply or to define a filter, go to format and then click on filter. Add another filter, filter number 14. Okay, so let me write the title as filter number 1. Okay, so as we are going to apply a filter having face is equal to construction, so highlight select if, and here select face. Is is equal to, and low value, it has no high value. Low value and high value occurs when we give some dates. It's coming in few seconds. So in this specific case we have face is equal to construction phase. Another activity, another filter is responsibility. Here responsibility is equal to, responsibility is equal to honor, and early start date, we have to define the early start date. Here we will give the date from now to next 3 months, so within range. And low value will be, okay, entering today date will be possible when we click this CAL button, calendar date 15th August 2008, press enter. And high value will be 1, 2, 3, 15th of November. Okay, and level 1, it's not your case, so all of the criteria, if we will select any, then any of one will be filtered out, but in this case we want all. Click on OK. Okay, now highlight the filter number 1 and click on run button. So Now here we have only the activities of phase construction and responsibility of owner, and these activities are falling in the next 3 months. So you can say it has arranged dramatically and we can easily get information from it. Now let us apply second filter. This we have to filter out the activities having responsibility of architect and phase is design phase. So let's do it. Okay, it's the older filter, so let's first remove this filter. To remove this filter, click on all activities and then select run. So again all activities are present, so we are going to make another filter. So go to filter, format filter, and add another filter. Okay, and it's filter number 2, all the criteria, and here responsibility is equal to architect and phase is equal to design phase. Okay, run this. So you can see we have only design phase activities, and even in this design phase we are having the activities which lies in the responsibility of the architect. So in this way you can have filters. So in this video tutorial we have covered the topic applying filter. We have applied 2 different filters and learned how to apply the coming 3 months filter and having different responsibilities and lying in different phases. And this is the end of the 8th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 9th tutorial. I am Engineer Muhammad Qasim Shanwari to guide you in this tutorial. In this tutorial we have to customize the bar charts by changing the color of non-critical and critical activities, as well as we will display the activity description on top of bars. Here it will be noteworthy that the non-critical activities are the activities whose start or finish dates do not alter the start or finish date of the project, while the critical activities are the activities whose start or finish date are, if changed, then it also affects the project end date. So let's start. To customize the bars, go to Format Bars. Here you can see that Ctrl plus F11 is the shortcut key you can access to formatting of bars. Click over it. Okay, now here we have already some defined bars. You do not need them, so delete it. Only we need in this specific case the early bar. Now we have to modify it by changing the color of non-critical activity, non-critical activities, and changing the color of critical activities. So show critical color on. You can change the color. Let me change it into pink. Click on modify, change the bar color to blue. Okay, so here you can also change the size of the bar and the position. we also want that the description of the bar should be displayed on its top. So go to label, and here the position, change it to top. Now here you can see. Okay, let me you change the endpoints. For endpoints, click on endpoints. Here you can see that for currently the start endpoint is this type, and for finish, milestone and flag will be displayed in this color. So let me change the start, let me change it into this shape, and color is yellow, it's okay. And also for finish, I am changing it to this shape, and milestone should be displayed in star. Similarly, you can change other. Click on OK. You can see that the changes are done, and then click OK, close. Okay, you can see that all the changes are done here, and for milestone you can see a star is displayed. So in this way you can customize the different bars, you can change the font of the labels. Here you can change the font. Yeah, here you can change the font. Let me change into 10 bold I. You can see. So in this way you can customize the bars. In this video tutorial you learned how to customize the bar chart. We have changed the color of non-critical as well as critical activities, and we have also displayed the activity description on the top of the bars. This is the end of the 9th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 10th tutorial. I am engineer Muhammad Qasim Shinwari to guide you in this tutorial. In this tutorial we will customize the layouts. We will make two layouts. In the first layout we have to group the activities in following order: project, phase, responsibility. And we will apply filter to show next 3 activities in next 3 months only. And we will also format the columns such that it should display only activity ID, activity description, early start, early finish, and percentage completion. So let's start. Okay, so we have to customize the layouts. We are making two layouts. So let me first make the first layout. For layout, go to view, layout, new. Save layout 1 for project home 1, yes. Okay, so it is our second layout. Now view, layout, you can save it for the name 3 months look ahead. Three months look ahead, click on save. So you can see it has been saved by the name 3 months look ahead. Okay, first of all we have to do grouping. For grouping, go to format, organize. Now we have to add group. First group, in groups first we have project category, so select project. Next is phase, and third is responsibility. Let me customize these colors, change it to white and it's to red, and change the font, modify it to the 24 bold eye, and change the color of the face and give it 14 bold eye, and also this 14 bold eye, means 14 bold italic, and it's Arial. You can also change these colors, it depends on your choice. Okay, here we have to sort it just by early start, so delete the total float. Now click on organize now. Okay, so here you can see it has been organized and grouped in a well-mannered way. You can also observe that here we are getting first design phase, then construction phase, and after that finishing phase. Why these are in order? It might be possible that we get construction phase in top. It's so because if you remember in first video tutorial when we were defining the activity codes, so here activity IDs, here we give the design phase order 1. Let me change it to 2 and construction phase 1. Now construction phase should be displayed at top. Close it, go to format, reorganize now. So you can see that now we are getting construction phase at top, and after that design phase, and in the last we are getting finishing phase. So let me undo that, again make the order of the design phase as 1 and construction phase 2, close it, format, reorganize now. So here you can see it's now organized. Okay, second thing, we are going to apply the filter so that we will add the activities lying in the next 3 months only. For applying filter, go to format, filter, or you can also access the filter by just clicking the filter icon. Here add a new filter and let its ID be 16. Okay, and here the filter name should be 3 months look ahead, and it must meet all of the following criteria. Here we have only one criteria, and select the criteria as early start, activities in next 3 months. Let me select early start, and here is within range of, so low value is today's date. Click on cal and calendar date, so you can see today's date is automatically written. Click on check. Now we are going to have the next 3 months, so August first month, its starting month 1, 2, 3, so next 3 months. Okay, highlight the 3 months look ahead, click on run. So you can see that we have the activities which will start in the next 3 months only, and these are also sorted and grouped. So it was about layout number 1, in which we grouped the activities according to their project phase and responsibility. Moreover, we have applied filter in there, and we have filtered out the activities which are lying in next 3 months. Now we have to format the columns just to display 5 columns. For formatting columns, go to format columns, or click on or press F11 key of your keyboard. Okay, here we have a lot of columns, so we have just remove it, resource, early finish, leave it, early start, remaining duration, delete it, original duration also delete it. So we have activity ID, activity description, early start, early finish, percent complete, and one more that was, I think we were having 5, and here 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it's okay. And you can also change its font, but for this case I am not changing it. You can change it. Click on OK. So here you can see that we are having just 1 2 3 4 5 columns, no other columns we are having. Activity ID, second is activity description, then percent complete, early start, early finish. Let me place the percent completion column at the end. So go to format, columns, and percent complete. So delete it. Now click here and select percent complete. Yeah. Now click on OK. So you can see percent complete is now at the end. So in this way you can customize your layouts. So it was our first layout. Now coming to the second layout. In our second layout we are going to group the activities in order of project and phase only, while we will be having columns of activity description, early start, early finish, and percentage completion. But early start will be renamed as planned start and early finish will be renamed as planned finish. So let's start it. We have to open our main layout, which is view, layout, open. 3 months look ahead we have made now. So our layout was classic schedule layout. Open it. Yes. Activities are loading. Okay, it was our layout. So here we have to make you can say you want to make a new layout, and its name will be, go to view, layout, save, and its name will be monthly report for the client, or you can say monthly report for client. Enter. Monthly report for client. Okay, here we are going to group the activities. So go to format, organize, and group it. First is project, so it's project. Next is phase. Let the font of the project to 24 bold eye, make it white and change the color to red. Similarly, change the font of phase as 14 bold eye and leave as it is. Okay, remove the total float from it. Now organize. Now okay, you can see that it has been organized. Construction of a house and 3 phases: design phase, construction phase, and finishing phase. Now we have to format the columns, so go to format, columns. Here we should have columns of activity description, so remove the activity ID. Activity description is okay. Early start, original duration, remove it. Remaining duration, remove it. Percent complete, remove it also. Early start, early finish, leave them, and resource budget cost. Now add the percent completion. Okay, now we have to rename the early start as planned start. So here you can see early start title is early start, so name it as planned start. Enter, and here it will be planned finish. And it should be percentage completion. You can leave it or you can change the title as you wish. So click on OK. Now you can see that increase the column width so you can see properly. You can see that the early start is now named as planned start, and planned finish has replaced the early finish. So in this way you can customize the layouts, you can make monthly report, but you can see that it includes all the activities. So let me apply the filter, so it should show the activities lying for a specific month. Go to filter and make another filter which should have title of monthly report, and set it early start is within range of low value. Let me enter today's date. Click on check, and high value should be, it's 16th August, so 16th September. So it will be a monthly report for this. Click on OK, run it. So you are having the activities which are lying in the coming month. It has been sorted, it has been grouped as well. So in this way you can make monthly reports, you can customize your layouts. So in this video tutorial we have customized the layouts. We have made two layouts in which we were having different filters, different activities, and different number of columns, and different, even we have renamed the columns. So this is the end of the 10th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 11 tutorial. I am Engineer Muhammad Qasim Shanwari to guide you in this tutorial. In this tutorial we have to define the resource dictionary, and in the next tutorial then we will apply it. What is a resource dictionary? Resource dictionary is used to define project resources, their costs, and their availability limits. We define how many laborers we have, what is the price per unit of a labor or of an architect, carpenter, draftsman, etc. We define all these things in resource dictionary. So let us come to define it. To define the resource dictionary, go to data resources. Okay, here we have to define the resources. First resource is architect. Here we will write the resource ID, which is CHIT, and then here we will write its description, which is ARCHITECT, architect. Press enter. What is base? Actually, base, you can say that if architect works double, then of course he will take double price. For example, his price is 1500 rupees, and if he works double, then he will get 3000 rupees. Then here we will write the base as 2, but in this specific project we have all bases as 1, that is, no overtime is done by anyone. And here in the unit, type MD. MD stands for member per day. For architect we have normal limit 1, and for our maximum limit is also 1, and its price per unit is 1500 rupees. Here in this through column, if we have many architects, and we define to differentiate between the architects, we here in the through column we write that, for example, we get an architect through a specific person, then we write here his name. But in this our simple project we have no such thing. So let me add third resource, and it is carpenter, and its unit is also MD, base is 1, and explanation is, description is carpenter, complete spelling. Press enter. Carpenter normal limit we have 1, base is also 1, and maximum we have 3 carpenters. Maximum we have 6 carpenters, and normal we have 3 carpenters, and their unit price is 600 rupees. Now let me add third one. It's draftsman. Draft. Either press enter key of your keyboard or click on check, and here the unit is also member per day, that is MD, base is 1, and here explanation is draftsman. The normal limit for draftsman is 2, and maximum is 3, and their unit price is 600 rupees. The unit price varies through time to time. In this specific project we consider that here its price per unit price is 600 rupees. Coming to the next resource, which is electrician, ELECT, and here also member per day, base is 1, and description is electrician. The normal limit for electrician we have normally 2 electricians, and maximum we have 6 electricians, and their unit price is 500 rupees. Let me add third next resource, which is gardener, GARDNR. It is also member per day, and here we will write the description as gardener. The gardener normal limit is 1 and maximum is 2, and their unit price is 450 rupees. The third, okay, display, yes. First, if, okay, now we have labor, LABOUR, enter. Its unit is also MD and description will be labor. Press enter. Its normal limit is 6 and maximum limit is 20. The next resource will be mason. Member per day, and here it is mason. Its normal limit is 6 and maximum are 10, and unit price is 250 rupees. Next we are having painter. Here member per day, and here also type painter. The normal limit is 3 and maximum are 6, while their unit price is 600 rupees. Next we are having plumber. Here also member per day, and here we will type the description as plumber. Its normal limit is 2 and maximum we are having 4 plumbers, and their unit price is 500 rupees. Next we are having resource of mechanic. Member per day, and here type the complete spelling of mechanic. We have normally 1 mechanic, and we have maximum number of mechanics as 6, and their unit price is 650 rupees. Oh sorry, I have typed in wrong column. Here I have to type 650. Next we are having steel fixer. Member per day, and here type the complete spelling of steel fixer. Normally we are having 1 steel fixer, and maximum we will have 4 steel fixers, while their unit price is 550 rupees. So you can see that we have defined, by entering we have defined and completed our resource dictionary. You can review it. You can see that we have normally 1 architect, and for a single project we have just a single architect, and their unit price is 1500 rupees, while the carpenter we have normally 3 carpenters and maximum 6, and their unit price is 600, and so on. In this video tutorial we have defined the resource dictionary. We have added different resources. We added the resources description, We also added the normal limit and a maximum limit of a resource, and we have also added their prices per unit. And this is the end of the 11th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 12th tutorial. I am Engineer Muhammad Qasim Shinwari to guide you in this tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to assign the resources to activities. We have made a resource dictionary in the previous tutorial, and now we are going to assign these resources to each and every activity. So let's do it. To assign resources to activities, we have many ways. Let me teach you two different ways. Go to activity form and here click resources. Now go to the activity 3. Resources are started from activity 3, that is D0011, preparation of layout drawings. This is the first way. The other way is hide it. The other way is just to right click on a specific activity, go to activity detail and here resources. So here we are going to add the resources. To add the resources, either click on this add icon or just click here. So here the resource we are going to add is first of all architect. So here click down architect and here in units per day type 1. As you can see that the original duration of preparation of layout drawings is 11. So unit budgeted quantity, you can see that 11 days will be counted for architect. Similarly, to add another resource is of draftsman. So click here and go to draftsman, and here we will have 2 draftsmen per day. In next activity, that is D0021, which is the finalizing of layout, we will need 1 architect, 1 architect and 2 draftsmen. For next activity, we will need 1 architect and 3 draftsmen. For Z0071 and for C0061 as well as for C0051, we will having no such resources because its original duration is 0, for instance, so it will of no use. And for sourcing, for procurement of bulk material, is not the duty of contractor, and it not come in the resources. We will directly jump to C0081, where we are having architect. And one more thing to notice, that here the architect I am going to enter is 0.5. It means that architect will spend half day on this work. He will just come and have a visit of the site for half day. It doesn't mean that half architect will come, but it means that architect will spend half day. And for same activity we will be having 10 labors. Select labors and units per day are 10. Another resource will be of mason, and the number of mason which will be used in this activity are 2. Come to the next activity, which is C0091. Here we have the resource of architect and type the architect value as 0.125. It is rounded to 2. If you remember, in the very first tutorial we selected the decimal places to 2, so it will show the 2 decimal places. Labor will be here. Next will be our labor, and the number of labors used in this activity are 8, and number of masons in this activity are 4. Now next activity, which is C0101. Here also we have architect 0.125, and next we have labor, and units per day are 6, while mason we have units per day as 3. For sand filling we will need just labors, and for this case let me select the units per day of labor as 8. For next activity, C0121, brick masonry of ground floor walls, we will need architect just to visit the site. So I am going to enter the value 0.5, and we will be needing 6 labors and 4 masons. Now for fixing door frame at ground floor, we will need architect and 0.75 units. Sorry, I have entered it wrong, in wrong row. Delete it. Coming back to units per day, and here it will be 0.75. The next we will need is labor, and here units per day 2. Next we will need mason, and units per day will be 1. Similarly, for activity C0151, we will need architect and units per day 0.75. Next we will need labor, and next is mason, and here we will have 1. For activity of installation of shuttering for first floor, we will need 1 architect, second 5 carpenters, and 3 laborers, also one mason. For rebar fixing we will need architect 0.75 units per day and 3 laborers. Moreover, 5 steel fixers. For C0181 we have no resources. For C0191 we will need architect and value will be 0.50 units per day, 2 electrician, 15 laborers, not 15 but 3 laborers, and that's okay. For C0201 concrete pouring of first floor we will need architect, all the time he must be present, so 1 unit per day, 2 carpenters, 15 laborers, and 4 masons. For covering we will just need a single labor. Next is brick masonry of first floor walls, so here we will need architect and only for just half visit. Moreover, 8 laborers, and 4 masons. For C0231 activity we will need architect 0.75, 3 laborers, and 1 mason. For fixing door frames at first floor we will need architect 0.75, moreover 3 laborers, and just a single mason will be enough. For removing shuttering of first floor we will just need laborers and 8 laborers. For installation of shuttering of second floor we will need architect 0.5, moreover we will need carpenters, 6 carpenters will be enough, and laborers, 5 laborers, moreover 1 mason. For rebar fixing we will need architect, and 5 laborers, moreover 5 steel fixers. For next activity we will need architect, moreover 2 electricians, and 3 labors. For concrete pouring of second floor, we will need architect all the time present, so enter 1 unit per day. 2 carpenters and 16 labors. Moreover, 4 masons will also be required. And for covering, we just need a single labor. For next C0311 activity, we need architect 0.125 and 1 electrician, 5 laborers will be enough. For plumbing and sanitation of ground floor, we need architect and 0.125 units per day. Moreover, 4 laborers and 2 plumbers. For plastering of ground floor, we will need 12 laborers and 4 masons. For flooring of ground floor, we will need 10 laborers and 3 masons. For removing shuttering of second floor, we will just need laborers, and 10 laborers will be enough. For PVC conduct line, for electric cables first floor, we will need architect and 0.125 units per day. Moreover, we will need an electrician. 1 electrician will be enough, as well as 4 laborers. For C0371 activity, we will need architect and 0.125 units and 5 laborers. Moreover, 2 plumbers. For plastering of first floor, we will need 14 laborers and 4 masons. For flooring of first floor, we will need 4 laborers and 3 masons, that is 3 units per day. Next we have C0411. It is C0401 is not included. Cable laying and fixtures of ground floor. We will need 5 electricians and 5 laborers. And cable laying and fixture of first floor, we will need laborers, 6 laborers and 5 electricians. For submission of application, we just need electrician, you can say, and 0.75. Electrical connection installed, it's not included. Submit application for telephone connection, it's comes in the on a site, but for telephone connection installed you can say you might require an electrician for only 0.125 units per day. Next we are having C0471. It has no such kind of, you can say, resources, and C0551 procure machinery also not included in our resources. Then we have F0591 gardening landscaping. We will need 2 gardeners and just a single labor. For installation of electrical connection for machinery, we will need 4 electricians and 6 laborers. And for C0531 we just need an architect to come and have so 0.125 units per day will be enough. For road work we will need 6 carpenters, moreover 1 electrician, 8 laborers will be enough. For installation of machinery we will need laborers, 12 laborers will be enough, moreover 2 plumbers, and 4 mechanics. For exterior finish we just need an inspection by architect, so let me enter 0.5 units per day. Moreover we will need 10 laborers and 1 mason. For sewage gas connection installed and procure bathroom fittings and accessories, we don't need any resources, and install bathroom fittings and accessory it will need 6 laborers and 2 plumbers. Completion, leave it, original duration 0. Installation of marble flooring, we will need 6 laborers and 3 masons. For painting we will need 6 laborers and 4 painters. So we have added all the resources, close it, and it will be automatically saved. So in this tutorial we learned how to assign the resources to different activities, and that's end of the 12th tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Allah Hafiz.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Primavera Project Planner 13th tutorial. I am Engineer Muhammad Qasim Shinwari to guide you in this tutorial. In this tutorial we will study about the resource file, the resource table, and resource leveling. Resource cost, resource or cost profile. It displays an on-screen histogram that shows resource use or costs per time period for activities in the layout. Actually, the histogram also includes cumulative curves. Red color indicates shortage of resources, while green shows dead activities which are in limits. Second topic we have to cover is resource or cost table. It displays an on-screen resource or cost loading chart that shows resources, quantities or costs for activities in the layout. While resource leveling is the process of determining and minimizing the effect of low resource availability on the schedule, we use resource leveling to resolve resource conflicts by rescheduling activities to times when sufficient resources are available. For resource or cost profile, click on the resource cost profile icon. Okay, here you can see the curve. There is no histogram present. To display histogram, click on display and check the histogram checkbox and click on close. You can see now we are seeing different histograms showing the different activities, but these are not in proper view. They are showing the area. Let me again make some changes. Go to the histogram format and from area change it into bar. Now close it. Now you can properly see. Okay, it is these are the histograms shown for the architect. Now I want to show for the draftsman. So it's the curve for the draftsman and this is the histogram. If we see that histogram is in red color, it means that it is exceeding our present resources. Now let me click over it. Okay, here you can see group name draft, it's the color, periodic value and units members per day. So the periodic values are also shown here. Similarly, you can click here, another periodic value is shown. So for different resources you can observe the different kinds of graphs. For example, if in case we have some lack of resources and this histogram changes to red, then trace this histogram and see which activity it lies here and try to change the duration, or if you have more resources then add the resources and see the changes. This is known as resource profile leveling. Let me close it. Now coming to the resource table. For resource or cost table, click on the resource cost table icon and here you can see that we are having different resources tables which shows the different resources. For example, just take an example of architect. It shows the resource table for architect, how many resources will be required and so on. Coming downward, and this is for the steel fixer and plumber and so on. Close it. Okay, now coming to the leveling. Click on the level icon. Here you can see different tags. So go to the resources tag. Here, if other resources are present, delete one by one. Click on all resources and then click on level now. View on screen. Okay. Okay, this is the leveling page. Here you can see the use of the different resources are shown. It is the activity ID, and this is the description, then architect, labor, mason, and early start date, and so on. Now coming to this, you can see that if we are using the current resources, we are getting the 25th August 2010 date, but we are given the 28th February 2010. So to attain the 28th February 2010, we have either to increase the resources if possible, or to increase the original duration of some of the activities which can affect the end date, which are known as the critical activities. Critical activities affects the start or end date, or in some cases both dates of a project. So you can do it yourself. So in this tutorial we have covered the topics like resource profile, how to make a resource profile, and how to make resource tables, and how to level the current resources. And this is the end of the 13th tutorial. Allah Hafiz.